Podcast. I want to thank y'all guys for this opportunity. I had a great weekend about 2 weeks ago, really a week ago. I was at the Phenom National Basketball Camp where I had the opportunity to work with some young men. When I tell you these young men played hard, played smart, and played for each other. I want you to like and subscribe so we can get ourselves up to a great amount of number, and I keep bringing you beautiful content about basketball life and all the in-between stuff about this culture we call US. So Go Me stands for Go Us, and it also stands for Go US. I had a great weekend with these young men. When I say they played smart, they played hard, and they played for each other. It was an unbelievable thing to see young men go that hard and play that smart and actually get it done. My team was called the Nuggets, and they played hard. They played golden. So, we always got to do what we got to do. We got to pay the bills and represent and show a little bit of what we do. All the companies that sponsor us and our company itself, the Go Me brand. So we got to pay a little bills, but like and subscribe. And we'll be right back to talking about these young up-and-coming players from the Phenom camp that actually made my coaching job easy. When coaches don't think guys could play smart, play hard, and play for each other, I've seen it done with my own very eyes. So let's play a few bills. Welcome back to the Go Us Podcast. Let's get it done. Let's talk about these young men that came together, that played smart, played hard, and played for each other. And something that, was amazing to see. Let's just talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's talk right about how it went down and how the Phenom America camp gave these young guys the opportunity. I mean, after the first game, it seemed like they just automatically clicked. And I was surprised just to see some young men click that quick together that actually come from different walks of life. And for me as a coach, I thought it was one of the best things that I saw ever. And it gave me the opportunity to appreciate. Here's my team right here. You see my guys? That's the Nuggets, man. We got guys from all walks of life. I think I had 2 guys from Seattle, 1 guy from New York, young man from Wisconsin, ATL, Georgia, Hawaii, Germany, Texas, and Virginia, and Sacktown, 1 from Sacramento. So we had 2 young men from Seattle. They must be really balling up there. New York already has its history of what they do. You know what ATL is all about. And Texas always make great players. Then we had the young guy coming out of Hawaii. Then we got the big fella coming out of Texas. Then we got one of the best shooters I've ever seen coming out of ATL, Georgia. Then the one kid that came from Wisconsin did everything. So I was surprised. And the guy from Germany, he came together and started playing hard. I mean, at the beginning, the first game, everybody was loosey-goosey. Some guys was going for theirs. And then they realized they was playing with a strong unit. And when I tell you by the second half, these young guys figure it out. Of course, I motivated them to look at it in a different way. They took to me kind of well. And when I say they played their heart out, I was impressed. Because it's very rare you get young guys that play hard on both sides of the ball. So I got the one guy coming out of Virginia. You see him right there next to the big fella, number 89. He's in your shirt. He guards you. 94 feet, is what they say. He had the guy, every point guard that he went up against was rattled to a certain degree because they didn't expect this guy wasn't going nowhere. Pesty. I call him Alvarado for a reason. I also sent him some videos about the great Alvarado, Arroyo, and Berea. A few guys, Latino guys that made it to that next level, so I want to keep them inspired. We get the big fella coming out of Texas, 349, special kind of player, special kind of big man. Play with a European style play. He can shoot the 3-ball, hit big shots. Very impressed by his overall game. Overall game, something special. I hate to call people by races, but let's do it. I don't believe there's no such thing as a person being a label in the name, but my young guy, Coltrane, number 240, right next to 89, coming out of Hawaii, he had to make some adjustments to play with such talented players as well, because you can see he's a true point guard with a lot of fundamentals. So he was able to play the 2, 1, 3, whatever we needed him to do. And my guy, Ara, 281 right there. You can see him. Man, that was the first guy that actually coach came to me and said, man, look, you're lucky. You got Ara Smith on your team coming out of Seattle. So I was like, okay, you know me, I'm always like, you got to show me first. When I tell you this kid can go, and he's only going into his junior year, very impressed by him. And next to Aaron, number 80, 281, we got my guy Jacob coming out of Wisconsin. His number was 48. You talk about an ancillary guy that does all the dirty work, guard anybody, guard everybody. He was on everybody. I say, switch, go there, go there. He was right there. He's ready for the challenge. It was nothing that he wouldn't do. Pass the ball, rebound the ball, get it to the open guy. Great finds. Guy you want to go to war with. So we move over. This is the one guy right here in the middle. Shacktown. Come from out of Sacramento. Number 6. At first, he had a little bit of that attitude, which I like. But I told him he had to become a team player and play this game with your eyes. He made the adjustments. And at one play, some guy went to get on him and guard him. He showed he had it. I don't want to talk about, he went into his bag. Pretty much, he went into that bag. Pop, 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 boom. And flew in and dropped the dime. And I was like, okay, he's another problem. He's another problem. Let me tilt. Oh, my guy right there. D. Quill. Hope I'm saying his name right. Number 305. Representing the ATL. When I tell you quiet storm, break your back with threes. Break your back with threes. And I went back and looked at some of the tape. Handle serious. Defense serious. Wasn't too kind of like Tim Duncan type. Just killing you and playing mad D, making right plays. So I'm telling you, coaches, in this whole group, I promise these guys I will all help them all get a situation. I'm putting that pressure on myself to get them a situation. I was impressed. Let's go this way. Oh, my God. Ho. My guy from Germany, 327 with the dreads. At first, quiet as kept. I didn't know what I was going to get from him. I told him, you came too far not to play hard. You come from a whole nother country. You pay good money for this camp. Represent yourself and your family. Every time you're on the floor, it doesn't matter. After the motivation, Bengal Tiger grabbed every rebound, hit shots, played D, did everything. I was like, wow, another wolf in the pack. Another wolf in the pack. So from that side over, you already know. I already told you all those guys brought something. Let me tilt one more time. 276. Greg. Bodine. Put him on my team. They had him in the wrong division. technical difficulty of some type. I don't know what happened. Saw him and his dad in a kerfuffle. They actually had this kid playing in the 9th and 10th grade division. He's a rising junior. But just to let you know what kind of heart he had, he said, Dad, I'm not playing against these little kids. No way. His dad was, be cool. He said, no, I didn't come out here this far to play against these young guys. Lion heart. He's one of the guys I invited to the camp, so he came there on my code, right? I put him on my team. We only had 9 at the moment. It was the best thing we could have did for the camp, especially for the young guys. It would have been unfair. He came and played with us, lit it up. Defensive side. I jumped on him a little bit about his defense because sometimes he was trying to be too cool for school. I said, yo, you better show me true defensive habits. He made the adjustment. And this kid here lit it up. And he brought so much to the game. He had that flair, bop, 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 lefty, bang, bang, jump shot. And his ability to pass, it's incredible. You see the open guy, he throws the ball and it's right there. Oh, man. And this one kid right here, Jamani, I hope I'm saying his name right. Right there. 133. Or is that 153? I think that's 133. I think this kid right here, he's about 6'3". Guy with his finger up in the red book bag. He missed 2 games and he was sick. But he came back for the last game and it's like he never left. When I say this kid can shoot the ball, you could tell the way he shoot the ball, his reps, he put reps in. His vision for the game, his knowledge for the game, impressive. Impressive. So I told these guys I was so impressed by what they did and how well they played. I said, we got to do this again. We got to do this again. Some kind of way we got to come together and do something again. So I talked with a coach all the way out in the Netherlands. So I want to take this team with me out there on my trip to the Netherlands and let us play and represent the USA and be like the Olympics, man. Just represent. So it reminds me of the gymnastic team with Simone Biles. You see how that team has a blend and these kids come from all walks of life and they came with the right mindset. They played hard, they played smart, and they played for each other. So coaches, you know that's our goal, to get guys to play hard, play smart, and play for each other. It's one of the hardest things to do. But I actually saw it this weekend at the Phenom Basketball camp, the national camp that bring out some of the best players in the country. So they had to vote for the All-Stars. And they asked me, who do I think should be an All-Star from my team? Then I gave them my list. They came back to me and said, you voted your whole team in. I said, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Everybody played like all-stars. Now, here's the all-star team. Of course, we couldn't put all 10 players on the team. Of course not. Before our players made the team. I was supposed to have been the red team's coach, but I had to leave. I had something else I had to do. I had to jet out to San Diego, so I couldn't miss that opportunity to go to San Diego. It was a time thing. But I was supposed to coach the red team, and I want to apologize to the red team for not coaching you guys, but I heard y'all took care of your business and got it done, and I appreciate you guys for that. And my guy, Matt, got the MVP. He wasn't on my team, but he played with me the year before, and he dropped 36 in the All-Star game, so I told him I'm working on his situation as well. And our big man, I already got 3 or 4 colleges calling for him already. He's in a situation where he got to make his decision. As you can see, my guy right there in the front, right there in the front on a low, I call him Alvarado because he plays so much D. I already got him a situation. So now, I just want to tell coaches, because I've never seen it myself, when guys play hard, smart, and play for each other. This weekend, they proved to me it could be done. That means that male ego has to go out the window. Trying to get mine has to go out the window. Making the right pass, making the right read, taking the right shot, playing the right defense, not letting anybody have it easy. I've seen it happen with my own eyes, my very eyes, like the people say. A team playing as a unit at the Phenom National Camp. So I want to thank these young guys. I want to thank their parents even more for investing in these young guys. I want to thank Joe, his son, his wife, and all the other coaches, especially the coaches we played against. It was a great opportunity for me. My coaching job was, I wouldn't say easy, because I did my part as well, and I kept them motivated, and I kept them hungry. So I would do like this every time they play a game. We coming. We coming. And that would get to the point guard's head. And every time we get a steal, that same clap. We ain't going nowhere. We right here. When it was a loose ball, I would yell out, dog fight. And them young wolves would get to that rock and take that ball every time. So each team had a good game with us until that second quarter. Then I'll take a peek over there in that third quarter, and I'll see that point guard breathing hard. Big man breathing hard. And them young wolves ain't let you out. They stayed on you till it was no more time on the clock. And we played 5 quarters, ladies and gentlemen. 5 quarters. 5 12-minute quarters. And that team I had never gave up. Played hard the whole time. Played for each other the whole time. I don't think even one moment they ever said anything to each other that was disrespectful or egotistical or none of that. I think they found a group that they can play with, and they made basketball look easy. They played the game the right way. I'm talking about setting each other, playing in multiples, 3 pick rolls and things of that nature. So I want to thank Phenom America again for the opportunity. These games is on Baller TV. As you can see, Baller TV, the Nuggets, Phenom National Camp 2024. And if you get the opportunity to see the team play, man, it's the Nuggets versus everybody, if you will. I want to thank them young men again for putting me in this situation and giving me the opportunity to coach them. I want to thank their parents for being so kind and so nice and trusting in me. And I didn't have one parent come to me and talk about, oh, my son this, my son that, XYZ. We didn't have any of that. And it just goes to show you, if you play with a basketball mind, a willing to pass and willing to help and willing to play on defense, and it can become contagious. And these young men, the Nuggets, coming from all walks of life, from every nationality, from every race, they all got it done. So that goes to show you basketball is a universal language. From every walks of life, every walk of life, all nationalities, from all groups. And they came and played as one unit with no political XYZ, no BS. They played with their heart. So let me end it by saying this. Go me, go you, go us. Thank you, young men, for the opportunity. Thank you, Phenom America. Thank you, Ballers TV. Thank the parents. Thank everybody for the opportunity. Great weekend. Look forward to doing it again. And you're going to hear more from these young men. And we're going to do an interview with all of these young men because we at least know as coaches what led to them to making that decision, changing their mind, and becoming team players. All right? I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Like and subscribe. And we're going to bring you more content like this and more information about life, basketball, and everything. Thanks again. Thank you for the opportunity. Take care, be well, and go us.